Okay, people wanted me to give you an update on what's going on with Pindar, the reptilian. As you know, Pindar, who is the son of Darth Vader's boss, like Darth Vader um, was a Skywalker, and then he fell under uh, the Emperor, whose family name was Palpatine. So Palpatine, and then his apprentice with Darth Vader, who was a Skywalker. That was their family name. So what's that got to do with Pin? Okay, so if Palpatine had a son, that's what Pindar is. Palpatine was the evil emperor in Star Wars. The evil emperor in our galaxy is Pindar's father. He's the reptilian emperor. And, they have this theoretical planet that's their capital city planet, and it's called Draconis, because they're famous for being draconian, which is also something from ancient Greek. Ancient Greek history, mythology, and the Draconians. I think it's ancient Greece. If I had to guess, I would go for sure all in on its Greek. Some kind of a Greek thing. Ancient Greek, they would call it. It's not modern day Greece, the holiday place where people from Scotland go in March break or something. No, it's not there. It's how old is ancient Greece compared to 2020? I'm going to guess. See, 2,000 years ago, that was the time of Christ, and that was when Rome was the boss. The boss city was Rome in modern day Italy, but it was Rome back then, and the Roman Republic or the Roman Empire. It was, over time, it lasted for hundreds of years, if not thousands of years. So, at what point did Rome take over from Athens as the leadership city of the Eastern world? I don't know, but these are the questions you would ask. So if I had to guess, I would say, let's go with ancient Greece from now, more than 2,000 years ago. More than 2,000, and let's go less than 5,000 years ago. Now, I might be way off, but at least I'm not giving you like a million years ago. It's not that far. It's not that far. It's definitely not 5,000 years ago. But maybe 12,000 years ago, you might have had civilizations in Egypt. 10,000 years ago, they tell us, was the Great Ice Age on the whole planet. So civilizations before the Ice Age, ancient Egyptian is what I would give you based upon this conjecture put together by archaeologists and magazines that cover archaeologists to get your interest piqued. But no, older civilizations than that. Well, I don't know how old Mycenae is in the Mediterranean. Ancient cities in Africa. Anyways, I don't know anything else to tell you, just simply to try and give you more idea of what Pindar is here. Pindar is the visiting royal from Draconis. He has no official position here on planet Earth. This is his vacation home, planet Earth, by choice. He's free to come and go whenever he wants, but apparently he enjoys Earth. Behind the scenes. Well, he's the emperor's son, so you must figure he's in charge of security for planet Earth. In other words, his job is to make sure that planet Earth remains with the Empire of Draconis. So, yes, planet Earth, even though it has on the surface democracies, that's not how everyone knows that, like these politicians, they are seen to issue decrees and, this happens and that happens. But, Draconis has owned planet Earth and Earthlings. I don't know how long, but back to times of ancient Egypt, I think so. I think so. I think this empire of Draconis is an ancient empire that's still around today. And even the author, Philip K. Dick, who, is like 1950s pulp science fiction writers, talked about this. That the Roman Empire never ended. It's still in place here on planet Earth. The technology is modernized, but the system is still Roman. The aristocrats rule. Aristocrats, to be an aristocrat, you must be very, very, very wealthy. We call them the 1%, but they're not 1%. They're like, I don't know, 12 bloodlines of the Illuminati. How many people are alive in those bloodlines, I can't say. These might go back 250 years just for this particular organization of Illuminati. Back to Adam Weishaupt in Germany, who was like investigating like magic and alchemy and contacting people by telepathy. So we simply want to tell you that, if somebody says to you that the 12 Illuminati bloodlines be like Rockefeller, Rothschild, there's plenty of other ones, and their related families that they've intermarried with. Is it 1% of the population that's uber wealthy? No. Well, if there's how many uber wealthy families? Well, let's say there's 800. No, I don't know. I was going to go with 800 million for each bloodline. What? Well, that. If you imagine there was 12 seeding bloodlines that seeded planet Earth with humanoids, and if those bloodlines stayed within their bloodlines, in other words, they didn't outmarry into the other families, then you would still have, and if there's 8 billion people on the planet, then I'm just doing rough guess at the math, that 800 million belong to each one of these 12 bloodlines, including you, whatever bloodline you belong to. You belong to a bloodline. You don't really know about your ancestors at all, do you? You're lucky to have met your grandparents. But what happened for their grandparents in their lives and their grandparents going back generations and you don't know what these people were. You don't know how they were bred to stay within family lines. You say, well, you get free to marry anybody you want, but, are you really? If you're Truman and your bloodline is running the Truman Show on you, are you going to really wake up like Truman did to understand what the hell's going on? Are you going to be kept in the dark? But What's the difference between a monad and a bloodline? I don't know. It's just like a new age people say monad and oversoul. It's kind of woo woo and spiritual, something to do with your soul or your spirit or soul travel or something. But it's just a bunch of buzzwords to me. It sounds like a space opera with, oh, Luke Skywalker's a good guy and he's using the Force, to stop the death grip of Darth Vader, who's a bad guy. Every day you get your new page of your reality. It's the script for your day. Everything that's going to happen, from its fall and a leaf falls behind me or not, it's in the script. You're a Truman and you're in your Truman bubble. It's all scripted reality. It's being done by the Adjustment Bureau, just like that movie, The Adjustment Bureau, with Matt Damon. So, what are you doing with your bloodline, your Illuminati connection? Because we call these 12 bloodlines the Illuminati. You're already in it, you stupid people. Like, I have people that, like, they contact me on my Instagram, they say, and they got this really cool logo, it says Illuminati with a big triangle on it, and they say, you can come and collect money from joining our organization immediately. We're going to cut you a check for, I don't know, $500,000. Do you want to join the Illuminati for $500,000? It's like, you're going to make me join your organization and you're only going to give me $500,000? Buddy, just, like a decent home in my town costs $400,000. So you're going to buy me a house in my own town to join your organization? Well, that's not bad. Nobody else is offering me, But, I have to keep money aside because I got to keep paying all the other bills that are associated with one of these houses. So that extra $100,000 isn't going to go very far. But, it's not enough money is what I'm saying. Join the Illuminati. It's like, give me a good bribe, like, seriously, make me as rich as Warren Buffett. And that's still small potatoes because they give you the Forbes list of billionaires, but that's just nothing. It's surface fluff. They don't give you the Forbes list of trillionaires.